and there I started crying. I cried so much. I cried so much. I cried to God. I asked God why. So as I was crying, my cousin and the nurse were consoling me, and I was in so much pain because I have brought up Adriel. I have fought a monster, autism. I have been through so much acceptance, healing, small words from people, maybe rejection.
Yes.
So I didn't expect another journey. I didn't expect another whole new chapter. So when I saw Ezra as a human being, my heart broke.
So hello guys, how are you doing? And praise Jesus. My name is Defense Cornell and this is a family minute with the Cornells. Welcome today to my show, and today I'm privileged to have a beautiful lady, a young lady, a mother of two, and a business woman. So welcome, let's hear her story. She has an amazing story, and I hope you're going to learn, you're going to be encouraged, and your life is not going to be the same again. So welcome, Lily. Let's know your name and let's continue from there.
Thank you. My name is Lilian Kamau, well known as Lily. I'm a baker by profession. I do all occasional cakes in Mtwapa. My bakery name is Lily Cakes Haven. We are located in Mtwapa along Beach Road. I'm also a mother of two. God has blessed me with two wonderful boys. The firstborn is Adriel Keheko, and the secondborn is Ezra Kamau. They are my jewels that I wear with pride, and I thank God for them.
Wow. Wow. So guys, before we continue, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much, and God bless you. So Lily has an amazing story, as I said before, and I want her to tell us her story. She has two special kids, so we are going to learn more about that. So Lily, tell us about Adriel and Ezra. Yeah.
So Adriel is my firstborn. Adriel is he's a boy who is almost turning 10 years next month in May. Adriel, he has a neurological disorder called autism spectrum disorder. It affects the brain, the functionality of the brain, in a way that there are things that he cannot do yet, or also when he was growing up as a child, as a small baby, there are milestones that he delayed on. So autism affects the whereabouts of your son or your daughter, how he attains his milestone on time. For Adriel, we noticed it at around 2 years, not even 2 years, below 2 years, when he was delaying on the walking, the speech, and even the sitting structure and posture. So that is the time we noticed there's something about the son, the boy, and then we thought it's just delayed milestone. So we had an option of thinking maybe it's delayed milestone because some kids, they don't attain milestone on the same time as other children. But as we continued bringing him up, we noticed that this one is not something that is normal. So we started looking for medical attention, and that is when he was diagnosed with autism. So we've been on therapies for quite some time. We've been doing therapies for occupational therapy and speech therapy, and I thank God that right now we are attaining some achievements. So far, I think if I talk to Edward right now, he can understand instructions. He's potty trained. That was one of our challenges, but right now we thank God that he's fully capable to use the toilet by himself. I thank God for that. That one was a struggle, because we achieved that fully when he was 8 years. So he has been on diapers on and off, but right now we thank God that he's fully independent. He can go to the washroom alone. So we thank God for that, and he's even aware that, notice that this time I feel like going for a short call, going for a long call. So we thank God for that, because we hadn't achieved that. And then on the side, he goes to school. He attends a special needs school, and they are continued to also in school with the therapies and normal teaching programs. But now with them, their curriculum is a little bit slower
Yes.
because they look on attaining the basic skills for the child.
Yeah.
So at least the child can be able to write, at least he can be able maybe to do coloring, maybe simple mathematics.
Yeah.
They don't go with the pace of the class, they go with the pace of the student.
Yeah.
Yes, we also do speech therapies at home for him, at least for him to be able to catch up with the others.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. So you talked about occupational therapy.
Yes.
What did you mean by that?
Occupational therapy is therapy, according to my understanding, that
Yes.
at least he's involved in maybe building blocks. That is a therapy that he's involved in with his motor skills. So he's been trained to build blocks, connect lines, maybe also putting a string through some beads. Occupational therapy is a bit wide,
Yeah,
because
okay.
and maybe also if he's not been able to walk,
Yes.
there's a way that the teacher can help him with some muscle stimulations.
Okay.
So occupational therapy is wide, but we have a person who does it for him at home, and now also a continuation in school.
Okay.
That is occupational therapy.
Okay. So you have talked about Adriel.
Yes.
So now let's talk about Ezra.
Ezra is my second born.
Yeah.
Ezra has albinism. He was born with albinism.
Yeah.
So unlike Adriel, Ezra, the moment that he was born, he was presented to us, we immediately knew that he has albinism. So Ezra has albinism, and
It was so visible, unlike for Adriel.
for Adriel, yeah.
Yes.
For Ezra it was so visible because the moment you see a child with albinism, you notice the skin.
Yes.
The skin is so pale, and also the hair is so
Yeah,
bright. It's
yeah,
brown.
yes.
So for Ezra, it was easy to notice that there's a problem here. Yes.
Okay. So about Adriel,
Yes.
you didn't first notice
Yes.
the condition. So you noticed after how long is it?
For Adriel, he was born a very normal child.
Yeah.
According to how we saw him, he was normal. He was gaining weight very well.
He was born like any normal child.
Yes, he was born like any normal child. He was gaining weight very well. But the moment he reached 5 months, he suffered rotavirus, a viral infection.
Yes.
So he had a very high fever of around 40 by the time we were getting to hospital. So I remember the next day when the pediatrician came to the room, he tried lifting the boy and his neck was not strong.
Yeah.
So he told us, why isn't his neck strong? I told him that I also don't understand what happened.
Yes.
But maybe he'll get well. But I think that was the moment that it was now becoming visible, the effect of the fever.
Yes.
Because before we went to hospital, he was doing well.
Yeah.
So from then, we started deteriorating in health. Adriel became so sick, so sickly. We could visit the hospital like every other time. So, and at the moment he started losing weight also, his milestones started delaying. We just started slowing down on everything.
Yeah.
So we continued like that. Even his walking came at around 2 years and 6 months. His sitting also stayed for a while. I think he sat down, if I'm not wrong, around 9 or 10 months. Yes.
Wow. So Adriel was born well.
Yes.
Just like any child.
Yes.
Then after 5 months, that's when the doctor told you that he has a problem.
We noticed a problem, but we didn't even know it's
You
autism.
didn't- yes.
Yeah, we didn't know it's autism that time.
Yeah.
We just thought the child is sick. Even when we went home, we just thought the child had been affected by the viral infection. So we were just continuing with medication. He could get sick so frequently. I think it was the effect of maybe the viral infection.
Yes.
But after a while, at least he stopped getting sick, but his weight gain didn't go up well again.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when did the doctor say that he's suffering from autism?
We noticed that at around 2 years, going
Yeah.
to 3,
Yes.
he wasn't able to talk. So at around 4 years, that is when we looked for an option.
Yes.
I took him to Kenyatta Hospital,
Yeah.
the occupational therapy section, and that is when he was diagnosed with autism.
Yeah.
So from then we started doing therapies. We've been doing therapies also in different hospitals in Nairobi before we came to Mombasa.
Okay.
Yes.
What was your reaction when the doctor said he's suffering from autism?
First of all, I didn't know what autism is.
Yes.
Growing up, I didn't know what autism is. I never met someone with autism. In my family, children are just born, start walking, start talking.
Yeah.
So this was a very big shock to me.
Yes.
I started researching what autism is first, what I'm supposed to do, the things that I'm supposed to avoid, the things that I'm supposed to help him with. I remember I could stay even long nights trying just to research what autism is, people who suffer from autism, how they grow up. I found my momentum with autism, and we started the therapies, also the diet,
Yes.
also with the help from the hospital.
Yes.
We worked on our diets and stuff.
Yeah. So about Ezra, when Ezra came, you noticed the condition. How was your reaction? Now that you know, after I don't know how many years, then you conceived, then give birth to. I know that journey of pregnancy. You believe that God is going to, you're going to have a normal child, probably.
Yeah.
So when you saw Ezra, what came to your mind?
I remember when I got Ezra, it was an emergency CS. So I went for the general anesthesia. So I wasn't shown the baby after
Maybe
the
someone
CS.
there doesn't know general.
The general anesthesia is the one that you sleep throughout,
Okay.
not the
The
other
half.
half.
Yes.
So generally you just sleep throughout.
Yeah.
You're not even aware until the anesthesia is over.
Okay.
So I went for that. After I was done for the operation, it was an emergency CS. It wasn't something that I've prepared. So after the operation, when I went back to my room,
Yes.
I was with my cousin. So I asked my cousin, like, where's my child? So they had a delay of bringing my child.
Yes.
I was so worried maybe something bad had happened to him, because when I was going for theater, the fetal movement weren't so strong. So I was worried. I remember I was so worried that anything can happen. Maybe I can lose my life, maybe I can lose my son. So I remember I was so worried. So when I came to the room, I didn't find the boy. I started asking my cousin where my son is.
Yes.
So I remember I asked him, just bring him to me, even if he's dead, because I didn't understand what is going on. So at that moment is when I really asked for him, the nurse stepped out, because I found everybody in the room when I came from theater.
Okay.
So I found everybody in the room. I found the nurses, the doctors in the room.
Which is so abnormal.
So abnormal.
Yeah.
So abnormal, and I was wondering why all of them are doing in the room.
Yes.
So I came, I'm asking for the child, no one is talking to me, no one is telling me something.
Yes.
So after asking, my cousin told me that the child is okay. He has drunk milk. He's okay, he's sleeping.
Okay.
But I really requested, even if he's sleeping, just bring him to me, because I can't walk where he is.
Yeah.
Because I'm from the
And
theater.
you need to see your baby.
I need to see my baby. Even if he's asleep, just bring him to me. So the moment he was brought in, because as I was asking, the nurse left, and then she came with the child. I just saw his head. The moment I saw his head, I knew something is amiss.
Yes.
I just saw the golden hair. I just knew something is amiss. And because I saw this is another thing.
Yeah.
This is another journey that I have to take. At the side I have autism, now I have to take another journey. But I remembered something, that children are a gift from God.
Sure.
And God chooses the best for us.
Yes.
So as I was crying, my heart was being consoled also, because I know God. And I just told them, just give me my child. I picked him and put him on my chest. I told him that I love you, I'm your mother, and I'll never leave you. So from that point, I've been his mother.
Yes.
I'm fully committed to being his mother. I thank God for this boy. Edwin is a joy. Ezra is a joy. Sorry. He has brought so much peace to my life.
Wow.
This boy doesn't get sick. We don't visit the hospitals that Ezra is sick.
Apart from
clinics. We just go for the normal clinics,
Yes.
normal checkups. God has been so faithful to us.
Wow.
Extremely faithful.
And he's a healthy boy.
And he's a very healthy boy. I remember when I was pregnant for Ezra, I only prayed to God that may he give me a child that is going to bring for me peace. And I can say that God did that.
Wow.
And he exceeded it.
Yes.
Because this boy has brought so much joy to my life, to my family's life.
Yes.
And we thank God for him.
And through Ezra, you got another family.
Yes, through Ezra. When Ezra was born, because of the albinism, I wasn't aware what albinism. So when I got Ezra, I wasn't aware what albinism is. I wasn't even, I never even related to somebody who has albinism closely. In school, throughout primary, secondary, university.
Yes.
I had not related with somebody who had albinism. So in my family also, there is no one who has albinism. So albinism came as a great shock to us. So I thank God that we were in the best hands.
Yes.
So we were introduced to a family that has a child with albinism. And they have held our hands since the day we got Ezra. I remember when I got Ezra, it was on a Thursday. So the lady, she came in on Saturday, on Friday, the next day. And since then, till date,
Yes.
they have held our hands.
Yes.
They have taken us through what albinism is, the proper care for children with albinism. Through them, I learned that there is a sunscreen program by the government that gives the children with albinism the sunscreen lotion that protects them from the sun rays.
Which is very important.
Yes. We also have lip balms.
Yes.
And also we learned about a program that there's an ophthalmologist in Nairobi that also assists the children with albinism, also people living with albinism with proper glasses. So I thank God because of this family, because through them I've learned a lot. They have really tried to make this big mountain become a small valley for us.
Wow.
And even through that small valley, they have held our hands. They have stood with us, and we thank God. We thank God because right now I have been able to manage proper care for Ezra, for his skin, because that is the best care I can give him. Sun rays are so harmful for the people living with albinism, because when they penetrate the skin, they start bringing blemishes, and those are the causes of cancer, skin cancer.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
That is the causes of skin cancer, mostly to people with albinism, because they don't have melanin to protect them from the rays of sun.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So I am now able to take care of my son well, because we have the proper knowledge we need.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. So, raising two special kids,
Yes.
Adriel and Ezra, do you get any challenges? Finances, maybe they need the love of a father. Do you get any challenge?
Mostly.
Do you feel like a burden?
Mostly, raising the special children.
Yeah.
It is not like raising the other children.
Yes.
In this, I say that for Adriel, we have to adhere to a certain diet. Also, some prebiotics that I give him.
Yes.
I give him a probiotic called inulin that helps him with the gut system. Because with autism, first of the things that we need to deal with autism is the gut. So the prebiotics helps him with the gut. We give him also omega-3 supplements that also help with the brain functioning. So and some small attention also, because like I have to take him to a special school.
Yeah.
These special needs schools are a bit expensive
Yes.
compared to the other schools.
Sure. Yeah.
Because as a school they have to provide teachers, they have to provide a special diet for them.
Yes.
They also have to provide caregivers, especially let's say the kids that who are not able first to go to the toilet themselves.
Yeah.
And also our kids are a bit you have to be a bit attentive with them. So even in a class that has like 5 students, a teacher has to be there and a caregiver. So those are 2 people. But when you compare it to the normal school, a teacher has a group of 40 students.
Yeah.
And it is only 1 teacher.
Yes.
So special needs schools are a bit expensive. And also, like for us, we have to come back again to our pocket and pay the tuition teacher who comes home thrice per week.
Yeah.
So we have to pay him per session. So finances are a bit tight when you're raising special needs children. Also for Ezra, you have to make sure that, thank God that we have a program for the sunscreen.
Yes.
But you have to make sure that he has the best clothing.
Yeah.
And he also has the best care. You can't just walk with him.
Yes.
At least you need a car. Maybe you can pay for Uber because he can't be exposed to the sun.
To the sun.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Wow. So, let's say both of them, they need that special treatment.
Yes.
And they need more attention.
More attention, yes.
So between the 2, who needs more attention? Is it Ezra or Adriel?
I would say it is both.
It's both.
They both need attention.
Yeah.
Because for Ezra, you have to be very careful with him, especially the age that he is right now for 2 years. He's at the age he wants to explore. You have to take care of him first because of the sun.
Yes.
The moment he finds the door is opened, he's out. And the sunburns are so painful when he gets the sunburns. So we thank God he has never even gotten severe burns. He has never even gotten even a small one anyway.
Yeah.
And we thank God for that. He has never had any sunburn issues.
Yeah.
Because we have to be very careful with him.
Yes.
Also, when you are going out with him, I must make sure he has the best clothes, long sleeve clothes, maybe also some trousers or long socks, because we have to take care of the sun rays.
Yeah.
And also he has to apply sunscreen,
Yes.
mostly on the places that are exposed, maybe his hands, his face, his neck, because of the sun rays.
Because of the sun
Yes.
rays. Wow. Being a single mom
Yes.
or a single parent, what are these challenges that you go through?